Hello Simmers, so today we have some news about PMDG progress on the 777 and the 737 for Xbox. So let's see what Robert has to say. Our upcoming flagship of the fleet, the PMDG 777, continues to make solid progress through the beta testing period. We aren't yet to a point where we are projecting a release date. That's unfortunate. As we still have a number of features that are being baked into the plane and many new items that are being tested, tweaked, and improved in order to bring you the most feature-rich 777 simulation yet created for desktop simulation. Nice! They are really setting the bar very high. We will begin talking more openly about many of these features as the plane nears release. And we are also planning to spend a number of weeks doing feature previews and the like, mostly to give you some insight into just how incredibly the 777 will scratch the big airliner itch when she rolls out in the near future. Okay. I know many of you are interested in what goes behind the scene with our testing program, and it really isn't all that glamorous, I promise. We have just handed beta 5. Wow, already beta 5, so they are really polishing this plane. PMDG quality, guys. So, we have just handed beta 5 to our testing teams, and they are still testing her heavily in the battery on, battery off on short, long haul segments in order to give all the systems and capabilities as many cycle workouts as possible. The team is about as active as we have ever seen them, and the rate at which they are reporting items to us remains pretty much right on the slope that we expect to see at this phase of testing. We have many tracking metrics, and those metrics point to a mostly healthy test program, but we know we still have quite a few features that aren't fully working and still need to be added, so even being on slope, we still have some items to deliver to the testers. Since commencing beta testing, the beta team has opened 359 issue reports and the development team has resolved 263 of them. That's a pretty good ratio. Things have been a bit slower in the development during the Christmas-New Year period, but second half of this week saw an increase in pace on the dev team side. The next 2 weeks will be telling in terms of how many of the open agenda items we are able to square up, while also driving down the number of issue reports. I had hoped we would be doing flight deck previews last week or this week, but Vin asked that I hold off just a bit longer. Come on Vin, we want to see this. He is still working on some key components, fit and finish, so I'll be back with some flight deck details for you once he gives the whole clear. Okay. So that's the whole 777 progress so far. So no release date, no more pictures, and we just have to wait a bit longer. I made an estimation in my video about airliners last week that the 777 will be released within the 2 first months of 2024. Let's see. And what about the 737 on Xbox, guys? So he says, this week we finally saw the Marketplace team insert our latest build into the Marketplace Xbox test environment. We have been trying to get this test build into the test environment since early December, and it finally arrived for testing this week. So, in short, Asobo and Microsoft just wasted 1 month just for testing. Alright, this build was a special one that was instrumented with specific capabilities that will allow us to prove with supporting data that the communication layers on Xbox do operate as they do on PC. These communication layers within the simulator are critical to the operation of the Universal Flight Tablet, and with those channels blocked, the tablet is effectively useless in the Xbox environment. 10 minutes after we were notified that our specially instrumented build was live, we launched it in the test environment and we had all the data we need to prove our arguments to Microsoft Flight Simulator is behaving differently on Xbox than it is on PC. So, thank you very much PMDG for making progress for the whole Xbox community. That's the first. And secondly, it's such a waste of time. It took 10 minutes to figure out the problem, but they waited for 1 month to have the capabilities of testing it. That's annoying. We are at the end of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and they are still not have figured out how to improve their process. In a year, we are going to a new one. These kind of things are okay at the beginning when they launch a new simulation, but not at the end. At the end, everything should be clear, everything should be smooth. So they will speak with Asobo and they will make something so that tablet will work on Xbox and we have exactly the same aircraft on Xbox and on PC. They are also speaking about livery updates. Number of livery updates should start arriving on the marketplace for the marketplace users. And they have been held off. Okay, blah blah blah, like usual. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks for listening to this video, because there was nothing to show, unfortunately, only news. And hopefully we have some picture to look at on the next development updates at PMDG. Have a good week, guys, and see you soon. Bye bye.